Alright, no one's here again yet, but welcome back to the Treehouse 25th Anniversary live stream. Now we're going to continue on with what I call the Golden Age. This was, basically the Golden Age ran from, or part 1 of the Golden Age ran from September 2001 to August 2003. So, hello, Brandon's real again, and hey Ben, how you doing? Or Roger Barbie, yeah, everyone knows. Basically, so of course, starting with, September 2001 editions, these were the ones that came, like, they had a whole bunch from YTV, that came from YTV in that edition, because, like, they were trying to downsize YTV Junior, like, their preschool block, because it was on its way out, and upsize Treehouse TV, which was a great decision, because they were becoming more and more popular at this point, so there we go. I don't remember this one as a kid, but I have a VHS, and this is one of the most calming shows ever. Hey, Sergeant, how's it going?
Little grey rabbit, squirrel, and hare all lived together in a little house on the edge of the wood. All year round, they and their many friends had adventures. In spring,
hey, how's it going?
And summer, autumn, and winter. This is the story of the day Squirrel goes skating.
Bob Hoskins and Joanna Lumley, two very iconic British actors. R.I.P. Bob Hoskins, as well, he passed away in 2014. You might know him from Hook, or A Christmas Carol, or Super Mario Brothers, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, Bob Hoskins played Mario in the 1993 live-action Mario movie. And this one, don't remember it as much from my childhood, but I do know it's iconic, so. And this black and white cat. Oh yeah, great show. Early in the morning, Satan's day is dawning. All the post bags in his van. Sorry I'm singing along, it's just so catchy. Oh yeah, I've watched all 3 of those this year. Yeah, I haven't watched Wumpa's World as many as the other 2, of course, but I do still watch that on occasion. Yep, because or whatever. I watch a lot of the tree. In fact, I like to just make like playlists of old Treehouse shows and just let it play while I'm doing my stuff. Just comforts me. It's one thing I love about Treehouse Golden Age because of the YTV Junior editions. There were so many British shows on there. Something that the Silver Age really lacked, but the Bronze Age had a renaissance of. I don't remember this one, but I remember the trailers for VHSs on my Gold Classic Collection Disney tapes. Because I remember Disney used to put out the VHSs of this.
There's a brand new world to discover. Let's uncover what he's got. Everyone is having
lots of fun with a friend named Spot. I remember this one. I remember on the end of my VHS tapes. This one's called Ted Seeger's Wildlife. Yeah. No dialogue, was from Germany initially. I think Constantin Film owns the rights to this now. They had the ones who made the Resident Evil movies. I don't think they will. I think they lost the rights to both of them. Don't mind that, it's the phone. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not answering that. Of course, that was the correct. I'm gonna skip through that. Yeah, I don't think that Wumpa's World and Big Comfy Couch will air on Treehouse again this year, unfortunately. I wish they did, but they don't have the rights anymore, so they're not gonna. This one was also produced by the Jim Henson Company. I don't remember this one, but I remember hearing about it in a British promo for Columbia TriStar videos I saw on YouTube. Oh, your very eyes. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I don't remember this one at all. Hey Matthew, how's it going? And that's just the credits. I'm just gonna skip that. And then this one, there's not really a good copy. I have copies myself personally, but I haven't uploaded them yet. So, in 2002, 2003, the interstitial that aired after Wumpa's World was just the Treehouse vignettes, like the face wipes or the animal masks or whatever, like the very short ones. You remember with the Tree Town characters. Hey Nikki, how's it going? Oh, this was a good show. This was Rick Mail, who was going to play Peeves, but in the Harry Potter films, but they cut his scenes because he was making the kids laugh too much. Which is a real shame because he was very talented and is unfortunately gone now. So, but the young ones was definitely where he was the best. Hey, how's it going? This is another ad. I don't really remember this one as well either, but I know it existed.
Kipper the dog. The dog with the slipper. That's Kipper. Kipper the dog. By the way, that's a toad, not a frog. Now he can do this. Do you think that you could? And he can do that, which is more than any old cat could. You like a dog, like a dog, like a dog, like a dog, like Kipper. That's Kipper the dog. Now that's a frog.
I don't remember this one at all either, but yeah, that's what was on there. I have not thought about stopping watching kid shows because I love them. They make me happy. They comfort me. So therefore, I'm going to keep watching them as long as I see fit, which will be always, basically. Oh, this one was a good show. I like this one. It's buffering or something. Sorry about that. Try to fix that. What's going on here? Let me just try to see what's going on. Hey Max, welcome back. For some reason this isn't working. Here we go. There we go. I used to watch PBS Kids. I didn't watch a lot of Cartoon Network as a kid, though. I don't really remember this one as much. Oh, this one features the voice of Richard Griffiths, aka Uncle Vernon Dursley. Definitely one of the best actors ever, like, who ever lived, and he's unfortunately gone now as well.
Hey. Have no fear. Archibald is here.
And this one was started on YTV, but kept airing new episodes on Treehouse, so therefore it's not just a YTV import. So.
Playing together like good friends should. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, yes we can. Hey, time to get busy, such a lot to do. Building and fixing till it's good as new. Bob and the gang have so much fun. Working together, they get the job done. Can we build it? Yeah! Can we fix it? Yeah! Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Bob the Builder.
Yeah, I like this one as well, definitely. It was a classic as a kid. Definitely, I love Bob the Builder. Probably the first time I watched Wanna Play was in like late 2002. Around the time I started watching Bear in the Big Blue House, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, definitely, I always loved that show, so.
Plus B vitamins and zinc. Get weather ready with Emergency.
And this show was lost media until Robin Loxley, a fellow YouTuber, and fellow Canadian YouTuber, uploaded the full episode. Definitely hope more episodes are found soon, though, because this was an interesting forgotten show. Yeah, that Max Cat and then this one and the next one are all new during the September 2001 lineup. Hey Joshua, welcome back. Oh yeah, I loved this show as a kid, definitely. This was very underrated, classic Treehouse show. And this one was only ever on the schedule for like a month. I don't know why they pulled it after a month. It was really mysterious.
The very best pals you ever did me. Have you seen my Tama? They keep things hopping down the street. Tama and Friends. It's a furry fun you'll never forget. 'Cause they're the best pets yet. Oh, Tama and Friends. Perfect pals right to the end. Oh, Tama and Friends. On these guys you can't depend. Oh, Tama and Friends. Perfect pals right to the end. Who says cats and dogs don't get along?
Well, it's a shame. Definitely, Wumpa was a good show, so respect your opinion on it now. So, and of course, now this is starting the February 2002 editions. A lot of people don't like Dora the Explorer. I do. I like Dora the Explorer. to me, it really sort of, it jumped the shark in its third season, and it really, starting in its fifth season, it really just became totally bad because none of the original cast was there. But the first two seasons of Dora are the best. Third and fourth season though are pretty good as well, but I definitely love the first two seasons. Oh, and this was one of the best ones ever. Yeah, if you remember this show, you were a legend. You were the ghost. Yeah, us in Canada, we got to experience this many years, but in America, they only ever heard it for a single year on PBS Kids. It was part of the Bookworm Bunch. You've seen Seven Little Monsters as part of that, but you'll see a few other Bookworm Bunch shows in this lineup too. So. Ad. At least this one I can skip, so. Oh, and this was also... Oh, yeah. Corduroy is a great show, definitely. Yeah. Timothy Goes to School. This was... To me, like, this and Corduroy kind of tie. But yeah. Yeah, there was just a YouTube notification that popped up on my phone. It was a notification, like a YouTube short from Ava Kolker, and it said, "What's up?" And I thought someone was messaging me, "What's up?" But no, it was just what the video title was, so... I don't know why I'm getting, like, YouTube short notifications like that. I usually never did, but now I do now. But yeah, Timothy Goes to School, though, this was a great show. This and Corduroy were two of my favorites back in the day, like... Maybe not as much as Bear in the Clouds and Blue's Clues, but more like the level of how I liked, like, Little Bear or Bear and St. Bears, which those are all the best ones, definitely. Big Comfy Couch as well. Like, Treehouse in the Golden Age had a lot of, like, classics, like, and many of the ones I said were Platinum Age also carried into the Golden Age. I'm just doing when they premiered. There's another one that, much like Seven Little Monsters, was aired on Treehouse only for a single year, but then they moved it to YTV for some reason. That isn't really relevant here, but I just thought I'd mention that because it aired on YTV. It kept rerunning on YTV for like 10 years after that. So yeah, George Shrinks. This was a pretty good show. I don't remember it as much as those other two I just showed you, but I do remember it well. Mostly though, not through YTV. I didn't watch a lot of YTV as a kid, and like Treehouse was off when I was quite young. But PBS Kids is where I remember watching George Shrinks. Yeah, more people probably remember this from like TVO Kids or YTV or even Kids CBC than they do from Treehouse. So, but it was on there for about a year. It made its cable premiere on Treehouse. I think all like it said, like new episodes were coming to. I think like in Canada the third season might have even premiered on there, but I'm not 100% sure though. And now here are the September 2002 editions, starting with the ones that were just initially moved from YTV. That were all like finished shows. I don't really remember this, but it's considered a Canadian classic, definitely. It's in fact a show with an environmental message, much like Growling Marsh, which was around at the time. Both of them sort of had environmental messages. Look at all the interlacing there in my phone. You can clearly see it's interlaced. Learned all about that in Moving Picture. Or Moving Picture or Technical Image, one of the two, I can't remember exactly, but I remember they were in the same room I had them in, but we're learning about like progressive and interlace, which I already knew pretty much about, but you can definitely see that since I'm filming this, the little lines are showing up. That's because this is interlace, I'm pretty sure. If you want to... You haven't seen George Shrinks since 2020. I can't remember the last time I watched a full episode of George Shrinks, but it was a while ago. I think it was like about a year and a half ago or so. Yeah. And this one I didn't have the actual clip because it was on YouTube, but it was the video was privated. In fact, I actually re-uploaded it at one point, but it gave me a copyright strike. In fact, I think actually it's very sketchy, the ownership of the show. I can't find anything about Gordon Stanfield animation and stuff. Seems like, honestly, it was like a front for money laundering or something, but it's Kl3o the Misfit Unicorn. I just had that video, some weird thing somebody did, just as a placeholder, just to put it in, because the video, I can't actually put the video in there. Okay, now how do I... Okay, sorry, how do I get that? Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, that one was originally YTV one too, of course. I don't remember this one either. This is the Magic Key. And this one I don't remember from Treehouse at all, but I remember one time I watched this on, like, Netflix or something. Back when I first got Netflix. It was a cute little show. Tales of the Riverbank was a... It was like a Canadian show, then it was adapted into a British show, and then this is another Canadian show, so... Amy the Hamster, yeah.
It's that time again.
Oh, I'm a sucker for cute animals, that's all. With Martha Mouse. I hope no animals got harmed in the making of this. I wouldn't think they did because this wasn't Milo and Otis, so... I think after Milo and Otis, they took way better precautions with animals. There's a little car. It's like Stuart Little. Turtle. Frog. And Storyman. And these next two are ones that are initially premiered on YTV, but I'm pretty sure aired new episodes on Treehouse. Alright, see you later. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, I'm not going. Sergeant's going. Xbox man, he's going, so. But, yeah, this one, I'm pretty darn sure this one premiered on, it started on YTV. I'm pretty sure there were new episodes that aired on first premiered on Treehouse in Canada, much like the next one. But that you're gonna see after this. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure, but not 100% sure. Same with the other one too, because I can't find them in any of the returning favorites. Include in any of the Treehouse programming highlights, unless it was in the spring or something. And that's just the ad. All I've been seeing for ads now is toy commercials because when I'm doing this, because YouTube thinks I'm a kid watching or something. Because even though these are kid shows, these are nostalgic kid shows, and pretty much everyone who watched these is now legally an adult. So, and this is one that was meh. I didn't really care for this one that much. Style over substance, as they say. I found her little brother Henry to be really annoying. Like his voice is just so grating or something. I don't know. It just was weird. I recently rewatched it just the other night. So, hey Jacob, how's it going? But, definitely this was a, interesting one nonetheless. Again, this was one that started on YTV, but then continued new episodes on Treehouse, I'm pretty sure. And then these next two are ones that were new for September of 2002. Of course, this one was a classic, one of my all-time favorites. This one actually reruns on Treehouse TV currently. They've started to rerun it recently, just this year. Though it had been off Treehouse and other channels for a long time before that, but And this one was actually they kept making new episodes of this. Like, started only in the Golden Age, and then they made a few in the Silver Age, and the Bronze Age, and the Transition Age. And then, like, 2016, 2019, they rebooted it a bit, like, did a soft reboot, but it was still interesting. Yeah, but definitely, but of course, it started on Treehouse in the Golden Age, and it's still running on this channel to this day. Like, 20 years ago, it started running on the channel, and it's still airing reruns on there to this very day. That's impressive. And also that season, at the time only on the weekends, but later in regular rotation. I don't need to mention it's weekends, though, of course, but, at the time, new Blue's Clues episodes, of course, they were starting to air the ones with Joe as the host instead of Steve, which had a new intro. And I know in 2004 they started airing the ones that were season 6, which were Joe with the Blues Room segments. Which had but that has such a similar intro, I didn't feel the need to sort of document that in here, so. And these next two are from February of 2003. Oh yeah, definitely, I love the reboot of Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues and You, love that show. I tape that on Treehouse, usually all the time. And these next two right here, again, are February 2003 editions, but they were, again, from YTV before, but they just moved them to Treehouse. So they weren't really, when I say that, it means they weren't really new shows. A lot of them had been airing for many years before that. This one's called Anatole. I don't remember this one at all, actually, believe it or not. Like, some of these are what you call a Mandela effect. Like, maybe I just wasn't watching or my memory's weird, but I just do not remember these shows at all. I know for a fact that they aired on the station. It's just kind of weird that I don't remember these at all, because I used to watch a lot of Treehouse TV. And it wasn't like it wasn't when it was taken off earlier. Oh, I've heard they're making a Blue's Clues movie. Definitely, I'm very excited for that. I'm actually gonna get like just the free month of Paramount Plus just to watch that movie. And probably I know the Really Loud House was gonna be on there too, but that's coming to Paramount. That's coming to Nickelodeon or YTV in Canada, so that's a lot better. There's another ad. Hello, Connor Sullivan.
Did you download Grammarly?
And then they aired the old Babar episodes too, but then the 2000 revivals where they had in a lot of the promos. So that's what I put here, but both of them were airing in the same rotation, so. Like when they'd always advertise Babar on the channel, they'd always use clips from this Babar. I would think the Babar coming up next bumper, I don't remember, but probably had that. I don't remember really watch Babar a whole lot on Treehouse. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna make a DVD Blue's Clues Big City Adventure. I would wish they do. Maybe if fan demand is high enough, they will. But streaming is the future, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't, but it is. In fact, I think if that movie had come out 5 years ago, that would have been a theatrical release, and that would have been a big hit, I think. And I would have loved to have definitely. I think it would have been better to have it in the theater, honestly, because that's a movie that people would have. That seems like more like a crowd pleaser. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it is. So yeah. Yeah. But I was just sort of neutral to Babar. I didn't hate it or anything, but I didn't dislike it or anything. I just was neutral to it, I guess. This one I remember. I was kind of neutral to this one too. I recently rewatched this though. This was okay. Of course, more people probably remember this from Playhouse Disney in the States. And these next three are ones that were new to the schedule in, like, new to their lineup in February of 2003. These next three shows. I've never read the Nickelodeon All-Star After Hours comics. What are those exactly? Yeah. And I know, like I was saying to Jacob, the big movies that come to DVD are like the big theatrical releases, like Uncharted and Spider-Man: No Way Home and stuff like that. But movies that a lot of times are on streaming don't come to home video unless they were planned to be a theatrical release, or they're like something like Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like the Mitchells vs. the Machines was planned to be a theatrical release, but then ended up going to Netflix instead. But because it was going to be a theatrical release instead, they ended up giving it a Blu-ray. So I'm happy they did. This one I just found really boring. It's currently airing on Tunivision right now, which is actually airing in my city, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. It's currently it's the channel runs out of there. Hey, how's it going, Ethan? Yeah. Yeah, I wish more films would come to DVD, though, because, like, they're, like, more of the streaming ones, because there's a lot of movies that, like, A Loud House Christmas I wish came to DVD. Hello! How's it going? Oh, and this one was just creepy. This was just a weird show. Yeah, I don't know anyone who really liked this one at all. I'll have to check that out. Like, I know that Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, I've heard it was an interesting game. I was holding out to get a PS5 before I get that game. Ooh, the original Halloween. Love that movie. I just watched that for the first time this year. It was definitely loved it. I'm holding out to try to get the Shout Factory, or the Scream Factory, 4K Blu-ray. I don't know if I've heard some people say that's better. Some people have said the Lionsgate 4K is better, but I know the Scream Factory one I think has more special features, so I'm just gonna probably get that one. Still, Michael Myers isn't as scary as these things here. I will say that. Not in terms of like abilities, but you know, in terms of these puppets are very ugly looking. I think. Like they could I love the message of this, like the whole like Aboriginal message and everything, but they could have at least made some less creepy puppets. I will say that right now. Yeah. Oh, there's an ad for Black Adam toys. Yeah, that's I didn't get much from Halcon this year, actually. I only got 3 games. I got Kingdom Hearts for PS2, and I got Marvel Nemesis and Chicken Little for GameCube. And this was from April 2003. This premiered on there. This was cute. I like this one. Usually everyone probably remembers this one coming on right after Dora the Explorer, because it was like a lot of these shows were like 5 minutes. They would pair them with a bigger show. Sort of like in the same spots they would pair an interstitial, but yeah. But they were not interstitials because they were 5 minutes or more. Like they're so shorts. Hello, Sunwing Floppas 808. And then also in April 2003, they started airing new episodes of Bear in the Big Blue House, which got a new theme song. Hello, Jacob Harding. Jacob R. Harding, how you doing? They changed the lyrics. Well, that's cool. I met Carrie Elwes at Halcon, and I got him to sign my Disney's A Christmas Carol DVD. I never liked this opening as a kid. In fact, actually, when I was a little kid, I was so unnerved that this intro was so different that I used to actually like run out of the room whenever this version came on. But then I got now I've seen all the episodes. I realized that like it's not much different from the older season. It's just the intro makes it seem like it's the animation style of It's a Big World. I don't go live very rarely. I only go live very rarely, only for special occasions. Today's Treehouse's 25th anniversary, so I had to do this today. I had to do something special to mark the occasion, and I didn't have time to edit anything, so I just decided to do this. Yeah, I posted it on both Instagram and Facebook.
Hey there.
Okay. And now, starting with the part 2 of the Golden Age of Treehouse, which ran from September 2003 to September 2005. They started off here, we got a new look for the Big Comfy Couch. They revived the show for syndication in the States in 2002, and they started airing those here in 2003. And in these episodes, actually, Allison Court was pregnant. And they also did another season in 2006, which was during the Silver Age, which had a different actress playing Lynette. But they, the intro is basically the same exact thing, same exact storyboard, like script, basically. Just that they reshot everything with the new actress. I'll definitely try to save the live and post it on my feed when I figure out how to do that, or post it on like my YouTube or something. I don't know. Yeah, because I definitely want to preserve this live, preserve the experience. So. Yeah, but definitely, yeah, the one, like I said, yeah. I think I'm pretty sure the picture and autograph for at least Carrie Elwes was the same price. I forget exactly how much it was, but yeah. Hey Amber, how's it going? And this is also at the same time they released, they updated Dora the Explorer's new episodes came out. This is the ones that jumped the shark, as I say, which they had the star catching and they introduced Diego. But this was in September 2003 as well. They introduced the new episodes, so I like them okay, but I missed the one where they actually like went in the room and showed the computer. That was good. I like those oldest episodes of Dora are the best. I think a Big Comfy Couch, Blue's Clues, Dora, and Bear in the Big Blue House all sort of changed at around the same time. 2002, 2003, around that time. So, and then now this is a show that was in September 2003. In fact, I should have put those afterwards, but this one was initially on YTV, and they just moved it to Treehouse. But this was all the episodes in this initially aired on YTV. So everyone seems to forget the show though. But this I don't remember it as a kid, but I watched it in recent years. It's great. It's on par with like Ants in Your Pants, Crazy Quilt, Tree Town. It's called The Bittles. And it's from the same creator as Chip in Orbit, which is a YTV interstitial, and Little Big Kid, which is another YTV interstitial that's currently lost. And he's also the producer of My Special Book, and everyone knows that one. You're right, he kind of did remind me of the Grumpy Old Troll. Both are Nickelodeon productions, Nickelodeon animations. That probably isn't very surprising. So, and that Biddle there is Kama, who's voiced by Jeff Sweeney, who also voiced Cush in Tree Town. And also the same voice as Oswald Plunky and Ruby Ray Craw, and does the Treehouse promos, and I think he's Pook and We 3 or something, like one of those. He's in a lot of the Treehouse stuff, and I think I'm pretty sure he still works there to this day to do the promos. Like, that's like he started doing them in like 1999. That's some dedication right there.
Alright, everybody, let's build a book.
Michael Dexy, yeah, that's the guy who did all the shows. Just an ad, but that clock there, that cat clock reminded me of Bear in the Big Blue House, a skunk clock. And of course, I'm not a fan of Barney, but like I never really got into like I never really sort of kept on to it, but it is an iconic show. And now Barney had been on Treehouse in the 1990s, and in fact it was on YTV briefly in like 2000. But this was they relaunched it with brand new episodes in 2003 on Treehouse, and it was like I don't know why they had taken it off because it was I would have thought it would have been a very popular show. I don't even think there was any channel that replaced it at the time. Like I used to think CBC aired it, but I don't think it did. Yeah, but definitely Barney is iconic. My cousin's story, I know my cousin isn't watching right now, but I remember she had a story where she asked for a Barney on a skateboard for Christmas one year because she saw it on the show, but it didn't actually really exist. So yeah, and of course, this was a brand new like these were new to not brand new, but like new to Treehouse at the time in 2003. In September 2003, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. This one was always, because it was only 5 minutes, but it was still a full program, was always paired with Blue's Clues at around the time, so. It seems like it was one of the copies that would have been like sort of a one with like the textless elements, except with Thomas the Tank Engine thing there. Bernie, in which show? That was, Barney, oh yeah. Never heard of that. Who was that in the I Love You, You Hate Me documentary, probably. I've heard that was a good documentary. Oh, this is an underrated show. This is when the people did Bob the Builder. This is Rubbadubbers. And they didn't actually dub it in America. Barney and Loud House crossover. The Loud House crossover I want to see is Family Guy. I want to see Lisa Loud and Stewie Griffin open a portal or something to have the live action and cartoon Louds interact or something. That would be funny. And not only that, have both Eva Carlton and Dora Dolphin, and have Annika Farneray and, I think that's how you say her name, and Morgan McGill there as well, like, some multiversal madness. That would be very funny. I know they're different companies, but it's anything, of course, Dream, yeah. Rubbadubbers, that was a good show. I'm pretty sure at this time they also aired the one with the In the Wiggles World theme song, which is season 2, but I don't know, they always had this one in the promo, so that's what I chose to represent it. I'm not sure if they ever aired Lights, Camera, Action, Wiggles. Like, I'm not sure, I never heard of them airing that. If anyone remembers watching Lights, Camera, Action, Wiggles on Treehouse, like, back in, like, 2004 or so, then let me know. I would guess that's probably when it would have premiered, but in the fall of 2004 highlights, like, document, they never mentioned that, so I would assume it either didn't air on Treehouse or it premiered at another time. But I couldn't find in any of the fall programming highlights. And now here are the shows that started on Treehouse in February 2004. This was a French show. I do not remember. Again, I do not remember this one. It's amazing how many of these I don't remember. I remember most of them, but not... I don't remember this one. This one and Wumpa's World were always together, because Wumpa's World was 15 minutes, and this was like 10 minutes, and they used to have like a little short in between them. Usually that's what they would do with this one. Which, they both fit, because, well, this is a French show, and that other one is Canadian. They're both about, like, life in the Arctic, so... Even though Wumpa's World is life in the Arctic, and it has an Aboriginal theme, this one doesn't have an Aboriginal theme, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of cute, though. Kind of adorable. And... Hey, how's it going yet? Oh, the Wiggles, I remember they parodied the Beatles in one of the... I think the Shimmy Shake was literally like a parody of like the wigs they wore, but like it was a parody of the Beatles. Oh, Captain Feathersword and Patchy the Pirate are very similar. I just realized that. You just let me know that. I didn't know that before. But now I realize it, so... I didn't really care for Mighty Machines that much. Everyone seemed to love this show, but I just didn't... I don't know why I didn't care for this one. But that theme song, though, kicks ass. Excuse my language, but no. That theme song is so catchy. Girl and boy. Yeah, sorry, I'm singing. It's hard to, you know. I love singing like this, so. Making Mighty Machines. At the time, this used to be only the 5-minute version. It was always paired with Bob the Builder, which again fits very well. But later they started also having a 30-minute version of it as well in in the fall of 2004 on the weekends. Like it was good that they had. But I think that was a show that really only worked as like a 5-minute thing. Same with Mole Sisters, I'm pretty sure. Oh, thank you. Oh, and this is a show I hated. I hated this show. Like I like anytime this came on Treehouse, I would feel nothing but dread. But not to say that, like, and it's a shame that, like, a lot of the people who worked on this were the same people who did, like, Ants in Your Pants, Crazy Quilt. It's a bit condescending, like, it's kind of like they talk down to kids in this. I don't know, it's hard. I could do a whole rant about it, but, you know. Oh, and Boohbah, this show just... I might not even show the whole intro, and this is, like, a 4-minute intro. I might not even show the whole thing, because this is just, like... I like the story people, but other than that, Boohbah is inducting you into a cult. Literally, the whole intro is just a bunch of kids chanting of this weird nonsense word that sounds like the name of like a death cult or something. Boohbah, Boohbah. Like it really is just like really, like it's like they're inducting children into a cult. Like and I'm not even joking. I literally feel like that's what it's doing. Like and they're weird creatures. They're like if the love child of a Teletubby and a Furby. And that's basically all the intro is. I'm honestly just gonna skip that because I really don't like Boohbah. So, like, yeah, story people are okay, but that's just sorry, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip that because I couldn't handle it. That was in April 2004 that premiered, by the way, and this one premiered on Treehouse in May 2004. Of course, it predated Treehouse by many years, but the final season was produced for Treehouse, while Family Channel kept airing the older seasons. But then when they finished airing those, Treehouse picked those up later in like fall 2005, but. May 2004 is when Franklin premiered and season 6 premiered on Treehouse because they co-produced that season. Oh yeah, I love Franklin as well. Definitely one of my favorites that I would watch because it wasn't on as much of the Golden Age, but it was still there, like in this part 2 of the Golden Age. But the Silver Age is really when I'd watch this one a lot. Same with like some other ones. Big Comfy Couch I definitely watched a lot in the Silver Age as well, and Roly Poly Oly and Little Bear. Those are the 4 sort of that I watched at the time. Because I know Bear St. Bears, Timothy Goes to School, stuff, they weren't on as much. And Bear in the Clouds and Blue's Clues were gone at that point, so. Like, I'm talking about Silver Age, I mean like 2006, 2007. Alright, the George Carlin Thomas era is the best. And this is the one that's from starting in September 2004. This is the only one here that was again, all episodes premiered on, I'm pretty sure, on YTV, and then Treehouse they moved it to Treehouse in September. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, yeah, Funky Valley initially premiered on YTV. I noticed that too, actually, that Bear and Little Bear. I always had a theory that Bear maybe is like Little Bear's grandson or something, or great-grandson. This is great, even though apparently Daniel Cook now is an ultra-conservative, but whatever. I used to love this show, definitely. And this one, much like how Funky Valley was a 5-minute one as well. Some of these shows are 5 minutes long, of course, but, you know. But this one was notable because it was always paired with Boohbah at the time. You know, they're two completely sort of different shows. Yes, it was always Blue's Clues and Thomas, Dora and Miffy, Bob the Builder and Mighty Machines, and Boohbah and Daniel Cook. Funky Valley was never really paired with anything. No, same with Max the Cat. It was always just sort of rotated. Now, here are the ones that were new for that season, September 2004. Oh yeah, Dragon was a great show. At the time these next four shows premiered, they would air in the mornings alongside Igloo-Gloo, but in the evenings they'd air alongside Wumpa's World. It was kind of weird. Then they later just aired alongside each other and stuff. It was kind of interesting how they organized these, because they were varying lengths. This show, yeah, this was just nothing but babble. There's a reason why this reruns on baby TV, because it's for babies. I never really cared for this at all. I just thought it was kind of boring. It's cute, like it's cute and all, but it, like really, like, yeah, of course I love the little teddy bear he has. It's just adorable, but really, it's just not really style over substance again, much like Angelina Ballerina. But Angelina Ballerina, I think, is better than this. That was a whole. Sorry, it's hard to. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to. There we go. Okay. And this is another one I do not remember at all. Grandpa's Garden. Yes, Dave Pilkey wrote the same Dave Pilkey is Captain Underpants for Dragon. In fact, Dragon was a series of books actually initially, in the same art style. Yeah, I do not remember Grandpa's Garden at all.
It was a beautiful day in Grandpa's garden.
And at the same time, they also premiered the 25-minute episodes of Thomas, along with the 25-minute Mighty Machines, but the same. But this was the Making Tracks to Great Destinations thing. Yep, sorry, I was just talking about that.
Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, these were the 25-minute episodes, the like Making Tracks to Great Destinations. These were like season 8 to like 13 or something. I don't know.
I hope you like them, because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy.
Must have been Christopher Audrey, you know, Reverend W. Audrey, you know. Must have been his son.
The island of Sodor is surrounded by beautiful blue sea. It has fields.
The island of Sodor is such an iconic location.
There are rivers, streams, and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills and a coal mine, and docks where visitors to the island arrive.
I forget that. Was it Herman the helicopter? I can't remember what his name was.
The island also has lots of...
And then, of course, this is a classic. A reverend, that's like a reverend for a church, I think. Isn't that? I think that's what a reverend is, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, it's quite cool, though, how it... Definitely, yeah. Especially in North America, we always knew the controller rever as Sir Topham Hatt, but in UK, it was always the Fat Controller. So, yeah, I always thought that was very funny, especially watching all the YouTube poops and stuff. Yeah, this was a classic, but I found it's a bit overrated. Hello, Charles Reeves 10. How's it going? Yeah, this was again, I can see why it's very iconic, but I was overrated in my opinion. I just didn't care for it as much as other people. Literally, this is the one show that unites all Gen Zs born 97 to 2012. They all remember this. And I will admit, of course, that I do like this show, though, of course. I don't think it's bad at all.
More than ever.
That's an advertisement.
To savor the taste, the texture, the feeling. To enjoy the little things that mean a lot. That's what we stand for every day. President, live more. The #1 cheese in France.
Yeah, so this next one is a show that was the final one to premiere in the Part 2 of the Golden Age. This is in February 2005. This is Henry's Amazing Animals. This was only ever on like Sunday nights, and I know at the time Discovery Kids, which is like one of its sister channels, like a premium cable channel. Hello, Ralph Earl Militante, or Militante, yeah, whatever. Yeah, definitely. This was on Discovery Kids though, like every day. That was a premium channel they had to pay for. That channel was eventually replaced by Nickelodeon Canada. Which Nickelodeon Canada basically at this point is just YTV2. And it always has been just YTV2, literally.
Welcome to the world of amazing armored animals.
So that is it for that part, and now I'm going to come back in just a little bit. So stay tuned. We're going to come back with the Silver Age.